Well, I'm only a small publisher, but hopefully my presentation will justify the evening here, and I'd like to tell you a bit about how we started and our plans for the future. As Matthew said, my magazine is Chinatown magazine. How did it all started? It's the only English language lifestyle and business magazine about China, about UK Chinese in our community, and it was established in 2003. The first issue was only 16 pages. It looked more like a brochure than a magazine. Today we're 80 plus pages with distribution in WH Smith and Borders, and a 12,000 circulation, and hopefully growing with each issue. Why did I start it? Basically, we wanted to dispel stereotypical images of the Chinese community, that we're not all takeaway or restaurant owners, we're not all kung fu experts, and if you look at the makeup of the Chinese community today, 18% of us are in the professional occupations, banking, finance, media, as opposed to British white, which is only 11%. And there are many second and third British-born Chinese who don't speak or read Chinese at all, and want to know more about their own culture, the role models in business, what's going on in the arts and entertainment world within the Chinese community, and obviously what's happening in China. So there's a massive interest in Chinese subjects now that China has opened its doors. So who reads the magazine? We did a survey sometime in 2004, and we found that 55% of our readers are British-born Chinese, and 45% from other communities interested in Chinese subjects. 60% of our readers are within the younger age group, 25 to 44 years old, very professional, affluent, well-traveled, well-read target audience. 55% are females, and 40% of total incomes of 30,000 a year, and 35% with 40,000 or more. So that's, I think, is quite a strong readership base that we have. The contents, we cover all things UK, China, and Asia Pacific, business, travel, culture, lifestyle, arts, and reviews, and we emphasize a lot on conservation issues such as bear farming in China, the pollution aspects of what's happening in mainland China today. Since we started, we've won a few awards ourselves, and it's good to be recognized that we're doing something right for the community. From the magazine, we created the Pearl Awards, which is an event to recognize Chinese achievements in multicultural Britain. And we gave awards in different categories such as media excellence, creative excellence, services to community, promising young newcomer, outstanding individual, and this year we had an excellence in cuisine award too. The first launch in 2004, we had 164 guests. Last year, 265 guests. And this year, we had almost 400 guests, which I think is a growing. This event hopefully will grow as the years progresses. It has gained international repute. It's already reported in China and Asia Pacific. And the sponsors are people like Arts Council, BBC, Foreign Commonwealth Office, the Met Police, even David Tang from Shanghai Tang, and he has got cross-party support and many more sponsors. From the magazine to this year, we managed to create a lot of spin-off events. We organized the first Chinese Cuisine Week in conjunction with the Mayor of London's China in London season. We did a Chinese showcase, a one-night musical event where we showed Chinese musicians playing rock, hip-hop, DJs, doing contemporary stuff, not the traditional lion dance or fan dancing. We wanted to showcase that there are young Chinese out there who are very talented in their own musical fields. And of course, we're doing the Pearl Careers Fair, which is in October, and again targeting the young professional Chinese. The events that we have planned for next year, we've rebranded all our events under the Pearl name so that it's consistency throughout. And we're organizing a Pearl Cuisine Week, which takes place in May at Covent Garden. There will be marquees with cooking demonstrations, stalls spread around Covent Garden, showcasing different foods from Asia Pacific and China, Hong Kong. We are organizing an event called the Pearl Festival, where we're bringing together young British Chinese musicians, performers, playwrights, artists to showcase their talent and their work. And we're also inviting musicians from China to perform in the UK. We actually have got a Mongolian Tibetan rock group. And obviously the Pearl Awards is an annual event as well as the Careers Fair. And we have also a new project that was scheduled for 2007, which is the launch of a new magazine in China called Look West. And that's the title, the masthead of it. It's to be published quarterly. It's a flip side of what we're doing now. Chinatown magazine talks about all things Chinese in UK and China. Look West would talk about all things British and European for the Chinese audience and published in Chinese language. And we're hopefully distributing it in Beijing, Shanghai, Hong Kong, Shenzhen, the key cities, and hopefully if it gets successful, to spread it across the other cities in China. Many people have asked me for tips and advice, but honestly, I don't think I can give any tips and advice. Each business and venture is so different. But what I can tell you is what we have learned and are still learning. Basically, start small but manageable, and expand only when you know there's interest from potential sponsors and advertisers. Bring into your group people who share your vision and your aims. It's so important to have the group that relates to what you're trying to do, and all of them can be in line to help you achieve those aims. And obviously, better yourself, strive with every project, every issue that we're doing. We always say, this is great, this issue, what can we do next? I find it's very important that you have to be very open and honest with your suppliers, especially when you're a new business. Cash flow problems and chasing money from your advertisers, all this will put a lot of pressure on you. And if you have suppliers that you're open and honest with and deal very openly with them, they will be on your side. Obviously, keep your eyes and your ears open. Lots of opportunities abound. The reason why we started the Pearl Awards was that when I went to a lot of awards ceremony myself, especially for the ethnic minority communities, and every time I was there, there were about 2 or 3 Chinese. And I was wondering, where's the representation from the community? And that's how we started the Pearl Awards. And obviously, never close your doors to anyone. If you approach a potential sponsor or advertiser and they say no, that doesn't mean that they won't say yes next year. So always keep them informed about what you're doing. The more people who champion your cause, the better it is. And the final piece of tip or advice that I can give you is never back. Inspire. Whoever you go to, your target audience, your sponsors, your advertisers, don't go in with a begging bowl. Inspire, and they will see your passion through. Thank you.